Is Captain Sealkind. I command the vanguard of a mercenary group called the Blackstone Company. We've come from Andoran to assist you. I want to know more about your unit. The Blackstone Company is proud to be recognized as one of the finest Andoran mercenary regiments. We're not a bunch of unscrupulous sellswords looking to oppress the innocent and serve the tyrants of the world. No, we're adventurers eager to get involved in a dangerous enterprise and leave it with pockets full of gold and a clear conscience. Which is why we held a vote among our units. We were glad to accept Queen Galfrey's invitation to join the crusade, through some of our commanders, did voice their displeasure with the sum she offered. But like I said, the Andorans are a free people who cannot be pushed around and who cannot be bought, only convinced. Why'd you join up with us? Queen Galfrey paid for our services, but please do not think we're fighting for gold alone. We are true sons and daughters of Andoran, so the ideals of equality and resisting enslavement ring true in our hearts. We'd be glad to stand in the way of demons who seek to force mortal kind into bondage. The bulk of our company made camp in Nerusian, but the vanguard, consisting of our finest soldiers, if I may add, was put under your command. Okay, get on with your duties. Yes, sir. Glad to be under your command. He salutes you again, smiles, and adds in a softer voice. It will be an honor to serve with you, Commander. If you have any questions, let me know. If you need help, I'll be happy to lend an ear. Okay. And is that me? That is me. The overwhelming fragrance of roses hits you as soon as you come into the headquarters. Please no. Oh, God. Oh god, no. I tried not to advance this. I really tried not to advance this. Chat, I got too much charisma. Roses occupy every inch of available space. Fresh and sweet smelling as if they had just come into bloom. The scene is capped off by Dayran, who stands in the middle of this rosarium with a single rose in his hand and an expression of utter innocence on his face. Do her. Scar, it's a man. Ah, Mukluk, so good you dropped by. As you can see, I've been working on a little something, and I'm afraid some of your advisors are less than happy about it. Sure, if by doing something you mean an entire shipment of freshly cut roses teleported here from some southern country, Erebeth shifts from foot to foot, glaring at the flowers. Oh my god, they're back here too. Glaring at the flowers pressing in from all sides, you could have outfitted an entire unit with the money you spent on this. Fortunately, they were my own personal funds, so I spent them as I saw fit. This gloomy citadel needed an injection of beauty. Dayran brings his crimson rose to his face and inhales its scent, his eyes never leaving yours. Oh, God. That's none of my business, of course, but I've known you a long time, Dayran Arunde. This whole thing looks like another scandalous stunt concocted to rile up the Crusaders. If you want to pay court to the commander, do it at our headquarters. God. Ah. Oh my gosh. I, for one, no. No, I'm not advancing that anymore. Do you have something to say to that, Count? A tragic misunderstanding has occurred. Dayran pauses while continuing to cast delighted glances at you over his rose. Dude, if I don't freaking, like, yell at this guy, he's not taking the hint. The thing is, I had no intention whatsoever of courting the commander in a romantic sense of this word. It never even crossed my mind. I do not know what led you to such a farcical conclusion. Dayran holds the rose with the utmost delicacy, waving it gently. Hold on. Waving it gently from side to side. According to recent research conducted by Absalom scholars, the scent of roses reduces stress and fatigue, refreshes one's thoughts, and stimulates intellectual activity. So I only had the good of the crusade in mind when I placed these flowers here. My actions were entirely selfless and sincere. Oh my god, this is so cringe. Oh my god. Dude, I don't want to shoot him down in front of all the others, though. That's gonna break his heart. I'm gonna be sassy. It never crossed your mind, you say. In that case, it won't ever cross my mind to fill your bedroom with crates of Crusaders' unwashed unmentionables. They all have to be stored somewhere, I suppose. He still thinks I'm oh my god. Dude, this guy is like Captain Jack from Doctor Who. Not the Pirates of the Caribbean Captain Jack, the one from Doctor Who. The one that would sleep with any man, any woman, anything, and any radiator. That man is Dayran. Don't worry, should that happen, I'll find another room for myself. Perhaps even another bedroom and not an empty one. He bows. I do believe my work here is done. Till next time, Mukluk. So now the next group is here, and there's still roses here. Grandma Gretchen, the director. Grandma Gretchen lowers herself into a bow. Good day, your commandership. It is we, the artistic board of the Next Door Theater. We are still working on our piece about your heroism. We have even taken on a few new crew members. We now have a master of stage equipment and scenery. It's my granddaughter, Tina. Tina, say hello to his commandership. We are faced with another dilemma. They simply can't decide on a climactic moment for the act that's all about the Battle of Dresden. Here you listen to the option. We are at war. I don't care. Grandma Gretchen holds the scroll up before her eyes and begins to read, running a gnarled finger along each line. Option 1, the commander, that's you, launches himself out of a catapult and smashes down the fortress wall, allowing the armies to rush inside. Why am I catapult ammunition? Option 2, the commander, that's you again, masquerades as a succubus and creeps into Dresden in disguise, and then opens the gates to the Crusaders. Option 3, that's you again, rides to the attack on an enormous mountain goat. Or should we call it a battering ram? And it breaks down the city gates. What say you? What? Dude, I don't want any of this stuff. I'm so tempted to just say get out of the city. You talked about launching Queen Jenna at Krauke. Yeah, but Queen Jenna can throw up a shield that's the size of a city. Is Pathfinder like D&D? Yes, it is. My favorite is when there's an option to just execute them and it's not even evil. Oh, wow. You get 2 gremlins playing a succubus. They're not gremlins, they're like gnomes or something. It's 2 gnomes in a trench coat are playing me in this play. Alright, if I were playing this in just me, I would say get out of Dresden. I'm doing this for you guys. Heaven help me. The cross-dressing as a succubus version is the best one, surely. Yes, it sort of makes it a performance within a performance. Theater in the theater. Double entendre and a double entendre. Oh, I think I misspoke. Thank you for the inspiration, your commandership. Grandma Gretchen and her entourage moves away, but their voices project so well that you easily hear the rest of the conversation. What do you think? Maybe we can somehow add a catapult to the succubus plot. Maybe the commander can use the catapult to fly out of Dresden when he's completed his mission. Granny, did you forget that the role of the commander is being played by those gnome twins packed in a long coat? Has anyone ever tried firing 2 gnomes in a cloak out of a catapult? Calm yourself, Tina. It's just a minor snag. You can't achieve success without a few difficulties along the way. Well, think of something. You see. Commander, I don't know what exactly the conflict between you and Sir Ciar. I don't even know who that is. But please resolve it. His ever-bright Crusaders are a large and experienced force. Our strategy relies heavily on them. However, they have maintained a separate command structure. But lately, Sir Ciar has stepped back from his duties, leaving his people without clear leadership. His knights are confused, they don't know what to do. Maybe it's time Sir Ciar placed his troops under your command. He's not a young man, his position must be challenging for him, please talk to him. What do you know about him? Just rumors. They say it's like his mind is somewhere else all the time. He is anxious, but won't say what happened. He is respected. When people see him acting strangely, it breeds uncertainty in the ranks. Alright, I'll talk to him. Thank you, Commander. This is a necessary step to maintain our fighting ability. Zarqarius! The grim voice of Zarqarius the Lich suddenly booms inside your mind. Student, you have proven yourself a worthy crusader. To defeat the demons in this war, you have fearlessly sought the secrets of death. Your determination deserves respect. Now we can proceed with your great transformation into a Lich. For that, I shall need a suitable laboratory where I can scrutinize and condition your spiritual body in solitude, preparing it for rebirth. Oh my god. As for you, you will need a palace from which you will rule over legions of the dead. Give the order to erect a Ziggurat in Dresden. Zarqarius' imperious voice betrays a hint of vanity. It must be an imposing building, one worthy of receiving me as its guest. This is where you will discover eternal life. If the need arises to demolish a few buildings for their construction, ensure that they are located far enough away from the squalor of the slums. I do not wish for my ingredient stores to be ravaged by rats. Alright, I'll get it done. Don't let me down, student. Oh my god, someone with a portrait. He's important. The tall, gaunt half-elf salutes you solemnly. Commander, it is an honor to call this first meeting of the Military Council to order. I'm Captain Odin, and I've been serving under your command ever since the assault on the Grey Garrison. I will do my best to be of as much use to you as possible in this role. The foundation of the Oh, wait, hold on. I got a voice for this guy. The foundation of the military is cold calculation and discipline. These are the principles I will seek to impart to the Crusaders. If we are to win this war, we must forget about mercy for our enemies, for our troops, and for ourselves. Well, Commander, your sister Sela is no renowned general, but she's spent half her life tussling with evil. It looks like I'll be stepping up on behalf of all of Iomede's faithful here. I hope my advice will prove useful. The first issue of the military's council agenda is the reorganization of the troops. Our infantry has been bled dry. The forces Her Majesty granted us were enough to take Dresden, but we need more troops to hold it. Furthermore, the army was assembled in great haste after the assault of Kenabris and was never adequately equipped. Unfortunately, we don't have much time for redeployment. Our scouts report that a powerful Baelor Koramzadeh is already preparing a retaliatory strike on Dresden, but we can rely on freshly conscripted Menevian soldiers. They may not have the skill, but our strength as always lies in the number and the fervor of the volunteers joining the Crusades. We can't throw everyone into the meat grinder, we'll just get our youths killed for nothing. We need to select the best among the recruits, or even better, hold a contest. The bravest and the most capable will join the Crusaders. The death count is always highest in the infantry. Its purpose is to serve as a shield. It would be wise to invest our resources in hiring and training heavy footmen with shields to ensure maximum protection, even if it limits their mobility and makes them less threatening to the enemy. Shout out to Cezon. What's up, Cezon? Captain Odin, what does the military council do? The Military Council determines the strategy for our troops, enacts army reforms, and approves new equipment standards, and makes decisions on all issues regarding military action on the front lines. I like the idea of a tight formation of shield bearers. I always did love a good phalanx. Regel's expression remains impenetrable. I will monitor the recruiter's work and the preparation of all necessary equipment. Chat, I really don't, want this guy in my party, but I really like him as a character. Like, he's just like, I'll do what needs to be done to get it done. You know? Which sometimes that's pretty bad stuff. And sometimes it's pretty good stuff. But he does what needs to be done. Captain Odin salutes you formally. Thank you for your time, Commander. When the reforms are finished and the ranks of our infantry are replenished, I will assemble the military council to discuss new decisions. Who now? Captain Harmatan. Hail, Commander. Before you, an aged yet fit and sturdy Garundi stands at attention. I think that's like the Earth Elemental people. His dark skin has an earthy tone to it, and crystals sparkle forth from where his hair and eyebrows should be, clearly identifying him as an Oread. Captain Harmattan, staff, chair of your staff council, by order of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, here to deliver a report. I'm on this council too, Silas salutes Brissett. I feel like Silas just elbowing her way into everything. We'll be racking our brains on how to improve troop morale. I reckon the key is to back up our words with actions. Lead your soldiers by example, and they'll be eager to follow. Drawing on my experience as Paralector, my advice is to maintain calculated moderation in every regard, be it in incentive or penalty, and to be decisive. We have no need for doubts or turmoil. I'm doomed to be your advisor, but do you know what that means? That you're doomed to listen to my advice. To start things off, here's an incredibly novel and deep thought for you. Loyalty, passion, and morale, all of these things can easily be bought with money. Commander, permission to report. We've encountered a problem. Although we're still getting volunteers, we're now seeing cases of desertion. Many who joined the Dresden campaign believe that their duty has been fulfilled with the victory, and they are not as keen on staying in the garrison. Those from Canabris wish to return home and rebuild their ruined city. Lastly, there are those who are afraid of lingering in a place where demons might show up with a retaliatory expedition at any moment. They're like, okay, we won, bye. My suggestion is to improve living conditions for the privates. Raise their pay, give them extra rations, and reward those who have distinguished themselves on the battlefield with commendations and gifts. Soldiers don't want to leave armies that appreciate them. I feel for those folks, but we have to convince them to stay. I think we might get some help from the servants of the gods. They have said the soldiers that the danger is not yet past and inspire them to keep up the fight against evil. As long as the wound is open, the whole world is in danger. We can't just go home and live like we used to, no matter how badly we want that to happen. Most of the Crusaders are volunteers, but they have no right to subvert military discipline. That kind of attitude is tantamount to treason, regardless of who expresses it. We have to identify the instigators, arrest them, and administer harsh punishment to make an example out of them. Oh, Jesus. Find the people convincing people to go home and beat them up. This problem is quite simply solved with coin, but handing money out to privates is practically throwing it away. We need to pay the officers handsomely, and they'll figure out how to raise their subordinates' morale. Crusader morale increases by 10 to 15, costs 300. Requires 4,000 leadership. Increase morale by 15 to 20, repeatable. Find the instigators, make an example. Increase the morale, recruitment is reduced, and recruitment is reduced, but it's free. So Crusader morale increased by 5 to 10. So our recruitment is already reduced because of the necromancy thing. I think I'm gonna go hardball. Like, this isn't gonna hurt me much. So morale will increase. Just, we'll have, wait, is that a permanent thing? Recruitment for trainable use reduced by 10%. Is that permanent or for a few days? Oh, I think that might be permanent. Okay, I don't want a permanent change. Alright, I'll just do the free one that doesn't hurt anything. Mobilize the priests and paladins to raise awareness. Sure thing. Faith has always helped me in my darkest hours, and it will help our soldiers too. We just need to talk to them from the heart. I hope you're right. Thank you, Commander. Should any of the difficulties arise that require your attention, I'll deliver a new report promptly. Is that a dinosaur? There is a dinosaur nearby, yes. Oh my god, is it finally done? Okay. Holy cow, that was a lot. Can I rest here? Wait, where's the bed? There it is. There we go. Time to build that ziggurat. Ooh. I'll start it after.
People say that nobles always have a hidden agenda. You can never take any of them at face value.
I grew up in seclusion and never learned the art of intrigue, Greybor. I am exactly who I appear to be, and nothing more.
I'm so confused. Like, I don't want to do... What was that? I don't really want to take Greybor in my party, but it's like he's for the dragon quest. But then I did successfully fight off the dragon earlier, so... Alright, building the Ziggurat. Disappointed he didn't go all out and put roses in the bedroom too. Oh my god. Okay. Dresden, enter. Build. Where's the Ziggurat? Do I have to do a mission or something first? Maybe it's an event. Let's go back to the event page and look. Is this game multiplayer? No, McBaron, it is a very long single-player game. It is a very long single-player game. Ziggurat. Not enough resources. Lich Zarqarius demands the Ziggurat be constructed. Dresden which will become a safe fortress for the commander in his laboratory. Okay. Where's the exchange rate thing? To trade stuff for materials. Can I get to that button from this screen? Hitting I does nothing. Only in Crusade Army thing. Ziggurat needs 150 of the bars thing. I can't afford anything. Alright. I guess most of the version of the game is just D&D. So the thing is, okay, so for those that don't know, D&D and Pathfinder, sometimes people will make like a campaign. They'll make a campaign, you know, a story, the whole thing, everything you need for one guy to sit down and be the dungeon master and other people to sit down and play the game. And that's called a module. They will sell that. This Wrath of the Righteous is a module. So essentially, the company that made this game, they turned Kingmaker, which was a module, and made Pathfinder Kingmaker, the PC game, and this game into a module. And that's really exciting, because if people like it, they have hundreds of campaigns that already exist in the world that people have been playing. Some of them, like, very popular ones, like Kingmaker apparently was, that they could just pick one of those and make the next game. Like, it's really, really awesome. It's like a goldmine. Darren's gift, an intoxicating yet delicate fragrance, rises from the rose petals. Let me check his spells. Okay, yeah, we're gonna keep all that. Does any one of my normal people need a level? No, they don't. Alright. Go outside. I need to talk to Social and Vengeance of Zarqarius. Find out what happened to Ciar. Okay. Time for me to rest from playing Tribes of Midgard. Had 2 successful world clears and 1 step closer to gaining a new pendant. I've never played Tribes of Midgard, so I don't understand most of that. But it sounds like you had a productive day.
As it should be.
Okay, where, that's Social. So I don't know where I need to go to, for one of the quests, but there's 2 quests in this area, but one of them's there. Did you see World v. World Alliance's stream interview today? I did not. I was slammed. Amazon, one of my Amazon accounts exploded again. I was trying to get that fixed. It was really dumb. And also dealing with my kid. I didn't see a single second of it. Good afternoon, Commander. How can I help you? I heard you've been playing cards at night. Cards? Me? He looks like an embarrassment. Who could possibly think... I've only visited the gambling once or twice to get a sense of what our soldiers do when they're off duty. You think I'm addicted to gambling? Nothing of the sort. Don't worry. I'm absolutely fine. Have you been thinking about what that Hell Knight told you? Yes, another dead end. I still know nothing. How could Trevor have parted with his shield? I can't imagine. I mean, you could still believe in your brother. If he gave away his shield, maybe he had a good reason. I do believe it, I do. But what could have made him part with our family relic? You know, it's not only the Hell Knights who told me the truth. Knight Tirabade refused to tell me anything about my brother's fate while I was serving in Kenabris, but after these events, she finally broke her silence in the things she told me. He shakes his head. He was a good fighter, but a terrible knight, and an utterly worthless paladin. He became more and more cruel as time went on. He started caring more about destroying the enemy than protecting the innocent. He gushed over Prelate Hellrun and his witch hunts. Eventually, the goddess's patience wore thin. When he beat up some poor fellow for blasphemy, Shelyn took away Trevor's powers. That was a huge blow for him. He left the city, asking only that his disgrace be kept a secret from his family. That's why Irabeth didn't say anything earlier. Brother, my brother, but how? He's always been kind and merciful. Where could this cruelty have come from? What do you think about his fate? I can't wrap my head around what I've learned. It's as if we're talking about a different person altogether. How could he? Why did he give his shield to that she-devil in black armor? Oh, Shelyn, let this all be a mistake. Alright, thanks for talking to me. My pleasure. Muck is gonna flirt with says it. No, I'm not. That of the game is a survival RPG that ramps up in difficulty as time goes on. Oh, it's Fortnite.
It's not far.
I don't know. Oh, I haven't talked to Horgus in a while. That's a weird option. Are you aware of my special powers? He answers acidly. You mean, do I know that you dabble in forbidden magics, resurrecting the dead in there as if the crusade was blessed by Urgathoa instead of a Yomade? Yes, I've heard rumors to that effect. Personally, I couldn't care less. If the Crusaders cannot deal with the problem, then let the undead deal with it. Or Chalaxian devils hand in hand with Katapeshi gnolls. All of them together are better than the demons. As long as your army is on the offensive, I will sponsor it, and I don't care how you spend my gold. Beer and pork or embalming potions. This man gets it, chat. I'm not doing a forbidden art. I'm recycling. Recycling. And did you see that? I said that in Italian. I'm bilingual for that one moment. Wait, what is this? One-eyed devil. A short, chubby tiefling with a golden eye patch spits chewing tobacco between his feet and takes another pinch from a tobacco box adorned with jewels. Fine day to you, Commander. Welcome to the One-Eyed Devil's trading house. His proud manner suggests that each word begins with a capital letter, and perhaps even continues in capital letters as well. Show me your wares. Cheese? What? +4 charisma hat. Infiltrator's armor, Harakimi. Well, I can sell crap here. Get some of that stuff out of my bag. Okay, that's interesting. He's new. Was this the inn? Yeah, it is. Let's step in there and see if there's anyone. There's one more quest. I need to talk to someone in this area, but I don't know who. Time for me to go back to Aurora. Have fun. See you, John. Oh wait, no, it wasn't the inn I needed. It was like the bar or the tavern. I thought they were the same place. It's CR, and he's next to Sociel. Oh, is he? Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm also wondering if the dwarf guy has something to say to me now that we fought the dragon once. Are you sure he's next to Sociel?
I know the way.
Northeast from Sociel?
Follow my lead.
I'm not really digging this fog of war. Hey! Thank you, guys. The old Crusader looks anxious and disoriented. Yes, has something happened? Where did Morveg go? Pain shines in his old eyes. His fuzzy gray hair is dirty and hangs in unkempt strands. He sighs heavily. He ran away, packed his things at the dead of night, and disappeared. Must have gone to find some demons to fight. He is a Kelid. His entire clan are blood enemies of demons.